Okay, and then for maths today, I just want to remind you um, of how we draw these tens, units, and hundreds. Okay, so it's good to, if you have counters, to do one and then to do 10 blocks or 10 things of your counters and then to do 100, and so that you can see how it looks. Okay, because this is just on paper, but that's why you have your counters to see how it looks. Okay, so this side I drew one block, okay, and I wrote it's one, and that means it's a unit. Remember, units is all the loose ones. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all units, okay? Then we get a 10. So inside here, there are 10 blocks. So 10 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks, okay? And there's 10 in here, but this whole thing here you will say is 110. 110, okay, it's 110. And if I had another block, another row like this, then it would be 2 tens, okay, and if I had another one next to it, then it would be 3 tens, okay, and then inside there would be 10, and then be 10 blocks in there, and there'll be 10 blocks, and if I put them all together it would be 10, 20, 30. Okay, so this is 110, 110. Okay, but remember, inside the 110 we have how many blocks? We have 10 blocks. Okay, let me just write that there for you. 110, because there's 10 and there's 10 blocks in there. Then on this side here we have 100, okay, and that's called the hundreds. So in here there's 100 blocks. There's 100 of these ones in here, okay, and this is because it's only one block like this, just like this is only one. You would say this is 100, 100. Okay, that's why you would put it like this, 100. And if there was two blocks like this next to each other, then you would say 200. Okay, and this is how you write 100, and if it's 200 you'd put a 2. Okay, so just to recap on this, and then this I just wrote it smaller. Sometimes, remember I told you we don't have time to always draw the lines in the small ones, but we can draw it like this. Like you can just draw one block, and we can draw one long rectangle or one big square, and then we'll know that that is a 10, and we know that that is 100. So inside there's 10 blocks, and there's 100 in that blocks, even though we don't draw those small lines. Okay, and then so we're gonna be doing some addition this week and subtraction. We're gonna start off with addition with two numbers, and then you plus one number. So two numbers and you plus one number. Okay, remember when I told you when you get a number, you have the tens, tens and units, and if there was 100, it would be hundreds, tens, units. The units is always the last one. Okay, so here I have 10 plus 1. The 1 is a unit because it's loose. There's nothing next to it to make it a 10. Okay, it's just loose, so it's a unit. If there's one number, it's always going to be a unit, guys, always. So here there's two numbers. There's a 1 and a 0, and that number makes 10. So on this side there's 1 tens. Can you see there? I put a T. 1 10. And on this side, how many units is there? 0 units. So there's no loose ones. And then all I did was I drew the picture. So let's start on the side. On the unit side, how many blocks is there? There's one block. Okay. When I come to this number here, how many units are there? There's no units, so I don't draw any blocks. How many tens? There's 1 10, so I draw one big rectangle blocks, which means inside here there's 10 blocks. Okay, so that's 10 plus 1. and that is, remember when you're counting, I don't need to count in here and say 1 2 3 4 5 up until 10. I already know there's 10 here, so all I do is say 10 11, 10 11. So 10 plus 1 makes 11. Then over here I have 12 plus 5. Okay, I'll start by the unit side. Units here, there's 5 units, 5 loose ones. So there's 1 2 3 4 5, and look how I drew it. I didn't just draw it anyhow, I drew it like that, so you can quickly see it's a 5. That's 5 units. Okay, then I come to the number 12. How many units is there by the 12? Remember, units is on that side, so there's 2 units, and there I drew my 2 units, my 2 loose ones, because units is loose, right? So it's 1 2. Then how many tens? 1 10. Okay, so I just drew 1 10. Okay, so all I'll need to do is count. So already I know there's 10 here. Okay, and then so it's 10 11 12. That's why it's 12 plus 5. So this number is 12, so I can just say 12 13 14 15 16 17, and that is my answer. So you're going to draw these blocks to help you get to your answer quickly. Okay, then we have 14 plus 3. 14 plus 3. Okay, the units on the side is 3 units. 1 2 3. Okay, 14. How many units is there? There's 4 units. So it's 1 2 3 4 in this number. And how many tens? 1 10. Okay, so I'll just say 14 15 16 17. Okay, and I come this side. Okay, 22 plus 5. On this side, units, there's 5 units again, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 units. On this side, how many units are there? There's 2 units, 2 loose ones, so it's 1 2. But now there's 2 tens, 2 tens. So now I don't just draw 1, because it's not 1 10. Now I'm drawing 2 tens. So it's 1 10, 2 tens. So inside here there's 10, inside here there's 10. And if I put them together, it's 10 plus 10, which is 20. So it's 20, 21, 22. That's how we get to 22. So it's 22 here, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, 27. Now I've given you some sums to do for homework. Okay. Please can you just do those sums and then draw the blocks underneath so that you can get to the answer, and it helps you understand. Okay, if you're really struggling, please use your counters as I always tell you, and please remember to always be counting every day, your 2s, your 5s, your 10s, and yeah, just keep counting forwards and backwards. Keep practicing with those. Thanks guys, bye.